1,000-pound sister's family member reveals devastating cancer diagnosis based on the latest 1,000-pound sister's news making the rounds. A Slaton family member is dealing with a devastating cancer battle. So, what is going on with this situation, and what do we know so far about it? 1,000-pound sisters, Tammy Slaton and Amy Slaton have large extended family, as longtime 1,000-pound sisters viewers know. Tammy Slaton and Amy Slaton have a large extended family. In addition to the direct siblings that viewers have seen on the show, there are also a lot of cousins, aunts, uncles, and more that make up the full family tree. Over the years on the family show, viewers have loved seeing more in-depth storylines with siblings beyond just Tammy and Amy. As viewers have seen, cast members like Amanda Halterman have taken on more prominent roles in the storyline, and even Chris Combs now has a larger role in scenes as well. Family member dealing with devastating cancer based on the latest updates making the rounds. A Slaton family member is currently dealing with a devastating stage of cancer. Amanda Halterman recently took to social media to reveal that one of her cousins is dealing with cancer. She brought attention to her cousin's GoFundMe campaign, as she is dealing with stage 4 cancer. Amanda Halterman also wrote directly on her cousin's GoFundMe campaign page, saying, "Hi, I am Amanda Halterman of 1,000-pound Sisters On, and I am raising funds to help my cousin Katie Slaton, who has been recently diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and this has really taken a toll on my family and my cousin's ability to meet certain responsibilities." The GoFundMe page also says, Katie was diagnosed with stage 4 gastric adenocarcinoma, a rare and aggressive form of stomach cancer that has metastasized. 1,000-pound Sisters fans share kind words and positive messages based on the campaign page on the GoFundMe website. The donation campaign for Katie Slaton has raised $110 of its $14,000 goal from 9 donors so far. Along with some donors reaching into their wallets, many commenters had kind words to say as Amanda Halterman's family member deals with this devastating battle. One commenter said, "Prayers for strength, so sorry cancer stinks." Another commenter chimed in, adding, "Sending prayers, I lost my uncle to cancer last year, he is surely missed." A third commenter added, "Vitamin B17 and black seed oil. Sending good vibes." A fourth person said, "Sending prayers, folded hands, crying face. Cancer is a real bitch. I'm so sorry she's having to go through this. She was pregnant. Lost my niece age 34 to breast cancer last February. Had to abort her baby. The baby would never have survived the chemotherapy and the radiation," the doctor said. She was only a couple of weeks pregnant, but still that was devastating. She fought really hard, went under hormone therapy. They tried everything that it went to her brain and then to her liver, and that was it. She lived a very full life and did a lot in her younger years. 1,000-pound Sisters, I'm convinced Amy Slaton's new relationship will finally result in the happy ending she deserves. 1,000-pound Sisters star Amy Slaton has a new boyfriend, and I really think they've got a good chance of living happily ever after. 37-year-old Amy has grown so much over the years, and has come into her own as a strong woman. Though the social media influencer has enjoyed flexing her newfound independence, that doesn't mean she wants to be alone for the rest of her life. Though Amy hasn't always been lucky in love, she recently got serious with someone, and it could be the start of a lifetime of happiness. Amy has been through so much change since making her television debut. When the show premiered in 2020, Amy weighed over 400 pounds. After having bariatric surgery, she lost 150 pounds, and it changed her life completely. During 1,000-pound Sisters Season 6, Amy came into her own as an independent woman, and she started dating again after a painful divorce. After a few misses with some short-lived relationships, she finally met someone special. I think he could be a good match for the single mother of two. Amy's romantic history explained. Unlucky in Love. When 1,000 Sisters premiered in 2020, Amy was a newlywed. She had recently married Michael Halterman, and the two seemed to be made for each other. Michael seemed like a great guy who was always there for Amy and her whole family. Amy desperately wanted to have children, but she was too heavy to do so. After losing weight, she went on to have two healthy little boys, Gage and Glenn Halterman. Things changed for Amy and Michael after their sons were born. Amy felt that Michael wasn't being supportive enough, and the marriage fell apart. Just a few short months after announcing her separation from her husband, Amy already had a new man in her life. The two got serious quickly, and she even started sharing photos of Tony holding her sons. The 1,000 Sisters star started dating Tony Rogers. The relationship didn't last long, and by the end of 2023, Amy was no longer seeing Tony. After things ended with Tony, Amy wasn't single for long before she started seeing a new man named Kevin. On the plus side, Kevin didn't meet her sons, as Amy had learned her lesson and wanted to take things more slowly. The relationship was over after only 1 month of dating, and Amy accused Kevin of using her for fame. After things ended with Tony, Amy pumped the brakes on her search for love. She focused instead on raising her little boys, and I think it was the best decision she ever made. Who was Amy's new man? His name is Brian. In January, Amy posted a New Year's Eve TikTok of Brian hanging out with her family, including her sons. Since Amy learned her lesson about introducing men to her sons too soon, it would appear that things were more serious between her and Brian. Little is known about Brian, but I think he's better for Amy than Tony or Kevin ever were. Amy and Brian are getting serious. They celebrated his birthday together. Amy and Brian recently celebrated Brian's birthday together. And Amy posted photos from their romantic dinner at Olive Garden on TikTok. Though I wasn't sure about Brian at first, I was sold by the adoring way he looks at Amy in the photos. He really seems to dote on the 1,000 Sisters star, and I genuinely hope that he's being sincere. He has been through so much, and she's worked so hard to improve herself, and I really think she deserves her very own happy ending.